How did you make the food look so delicious? The key is fat, like adding as much shininess so the food looks glossy and shiny and it makes your mouth water. So the very first animated film I ever watched was Aladdin, Disney's Aladdin. What did he look like? He had like, I just remember having a huge crush on him. He was very handsome. And it was the very first VHS tape my family ever owned when we first immigrated to Canada from China. I don't know, is this what he looks like? And he had like a little hat, right? Yeah, and I just remember being so amazed at how drawings were like so moving and emotional and funny, even though they were just drawings. And I just remember being like, I want to do something like this in the future. Yeah, I think that was when I first fell in love with animation. I think the last time I drew him, I was like 5 years old. And I really related to that idea too, that he was like just this poor kid who, you know, was like a diamond in the rough, because like my family didn't have a lot of money either. And this was just, yeah, it just felt like, you know, he could be me. Ratatouille is my favorite animated movie from Pixar because I just relate so much to Remy's, his like struggle and journey as like an artist, and getting his parents to or getting his dad to accept him as a chef. And the food, it just has so much amazing food shots and food porn. And it's just about the artist's journey, I think. I think Brad Bird did a really good job of depicting that. I wish I worked on it. That was like one movie that I really, really wish I worked on at Pixar, but I was lucky enough to be able to work with Brad Bird on Incredibles 2. I don't know what a chef's outfit looks like. Yeah, I love, making stories about food. I remember when we were making Bao, we actually consulted with some of the effects artists from Ratatouille, and we asked them, how did you make the food look so delicious? And they said the key is fat, like adding as much shininess to the food as possible and then putting a bunch of lights on it so the food looks glossy and shiny and it makes your mouth water. Okay, how do I draw a mouse? Okay. Oh. I always thought it was so funny how his girlfriend in the movie was so much hotter than him. I'm like, what? She's attracted to that? Okay. That's fine. I'm done. First, I start with the head, and I try to make it as like wide and fluffy and oval as possible. And then red pandas have very distinctive marks, and they have these two white kind of stripes on the side of their faces. And their faces are actually quite small, so I try to like fit all of her features within like the center of her head. And I always thought her eyes were cuter if they were a little bit like not completely crossed, but like a little bit more like straight and wall-eyed. And then red pandas have very like pointy ears, and they have some like hair at the bottom, so make sure you draw that. And then she has like a very, very big round body, kind of like Totoro a little bit, so we like to make her a little bit fatter. She's got big paws, but yeah, just gotta make her very, very wide. Give her kind of a derpy expression. I hope this looks good from the top. It was hard because like we wanted her to be big, and real red pandas are very small. That's your red panda. Yeah, so Ranma Half is probably the anime that has influenced us the most on this movie. And you know, I love everything by the manga artist Rumiko Takahashi. Like, I remember being obsessed with Inuyasha in middle school. But there's something so fun and playful about Ranma and these characters that can like transform into different animals. I was inspired by that. I like how they mix that with like a high school drama. Like, they still go to school, they still have crushes. They have all of this like regular teenage dramas and stories, but there's just magic in it. And everyone in the world seems to kind of accept that, which is another thing that we were inspired by. Like in our movie, everyone kind of accepts that. Also, I was very much inspired by Rumiko Takahashi herself, because she's such a prolific manga artist, and she's a woman. And I remember just being really young and being like, wow, if she can do it, maybe I can do it too. Yeah, I loved how her girls would always like beat up guys. Yeah, I love like anime from the 90s and 80s. I think they had such a cute style.